listening to the Pine Room Podcast, but you don't just have to listen to the podcast. We have some other stuff out there too, like Bettor's Last Stand, our sports betting show covering all things sports and betting. Or Soup and Stuff, where Soup sits down with business owners, athletes, and other professionals for good conversation. Or, if you want to listen to us live, you can tune into The Watchdog, FM 98.1 or AM 1600. Or you can listen live online at thewatchdognetwork.com. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast. And welcome into the Pine Room Podcast, episode 99. Myself, Matt, Cools, Jarrett here for one more episode before 100. We made it. Well, we haven't made it yet, and who knows what could happen in the next week. The Earth could get explode. Yeah. But we're here for another episode of the Pine Room Podcast. Hopefully, you can. I gotta scoot over.
Jubba's a little bit out of frame.
All right, I guess that'll work. We're here for another episode. Sorry. For the Pine Room Podcast, talking about all kinds of things. We just got off the radio. These days are so long when we go back to back. And Jeff was supposed to be here, but he had to work. So we're shooting a bit early today. Talk about all kinds of different things. You just had Lunch Madness wrap up. Do all kinds of stuff. If you haven't done that yet, check out the social media. Vote on your favorite lunch. You'll enjoy it. It'll be fun for you. You can talk about all kinds of different stuff with your friends about lunch and all the different lunches that are out there. We had a good day on the radio, had Luke DePlaga in, talked about Lunch Madness and everything going on at Generations, but it's another day here down in downtown Wheeling, and we're all surviving the
beautiful day.
The roadscape that is perpetually evolving in front of our eyes. I did have a big revelation that I wanted to bring up on the podcast. This is something that has changed kind of my life.
Oh, this is big.
Yeah, we talked about this before. Yeah, you do milk, right?
Like eat milk?
Yeah. No,
Drink
like
milk?
Yeah, you like milk.
No, I hate milk.
Oh, you hate milk.
I don't like milk at all, but I like almond milk.
I love milk.
Do you love milk?
Yeah, I love it.
And I think Chris said he likes milk,
Chris
too.
likes milk. I mean, I eat milk on my cereal, but now since I don't have to buy regular milk anymore, I'm all almond or one of the alternative milks.
And Jarrett, you don't even like milk.
I don't drink, like, I won't drink a glass of milk. If I do, it'll be chocolate. But I'd put milk in like a protein shake, but I won't drink a glass.
Matt, I had my first glass of Silk.
I've had Silk. Yeah,
like it. Good.
It's not even close to be. Regular milk is not even close to as good as Silk.
Did you get the regular flavor?
It was just regular, just straight up Silk. It was the
those things taste more like a ice cream or a milkshake to me.
It is not even. I think it makes regular milk taste like shit.
I totally agree. I think regular milk sucks.
It's not really. It's creamier. It doesn't leave like an aftertaste in your mouth. Is
Silk
so much
the one
better.
That's soy?
Almond.
Oh, it's almond.
It is so much better than regular milk.
I enjoy that.
It's not even close.
So this is your first time trying almond milk?
Well, yeah, because I don't really drink milk to begin with, but my mom bought a carton of it, was in the fridge, and I took a glass of it, just thinking it's just gonna taste like some sort of imitation milk. It's not even close.
Yeah, it's way better.
It's not even close. I think it makes regular milk taste like garbage.
And it lasts way longer. Like, regular milk, you got
shelf life
5 days.
Yeah,
you can get a month out of a thing of that.
Yeah.
I always feel like when I have regular milk, it gives this aftertaste in my mouth, and I got to brush my teeth
disgusting.
to get rid of it.
It's the worst taste that you could ever have in your mouth.
And now that
maybe not the worst. And I don't want to experience anything worse than that.
Fecal matter,
or other things,
garbage,
other bodily fluids.
Yeah.
So it's just
some people enjoy.
It is. What I think I would love to, if the people of Silk have ever see this. McDonald's commented. So
Burger King.
What
was his name? Grilliam?
Yeah, Grilliam.
Burger King commented. So if the people at Silk are watching this, I absolutely love your product. I will promote your product. I want to go to the Silk manufacturing plant and do a tour because it is so good. I drank half the carton yesterday.
I'm glad you're impressed.
It's unbelievable. It's only 80 calories.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never buy other milk again. Maybe unless I needed it for like a recipe, but most of the time I wouldn't would buy like a small thing that I would use. Because I mean, I use milk in various things, but I do not like the taste of it. And I haven't for some time, and now with that almond option, it's just fantastic.
Last night I did. My mom bought this thing. It's like a milk frother. Mm-hmm. It's like for coffee and stuff. Yeah. And I put the silk in there just for a little bit. I didn't get it all frothy, but it was warm, and I had it late last night. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. It tasted like some sort of. It tastes like I can't even explain how it tastes like, but I don't know how.
Did you try it on cereal yet?
No, I haven't.
You should, because the cereal's better that way too. Like if you get it like a Chex or something, it soaks in. It's really good.
Yeah, and there's like almost you can vaguely taste the almond, but it's like vanilla-y. It's a much more like milk. Now that I think about the taste of milk. It's not even like, and you like milk. You love milk.
Yeah,
but
I think it's good. I could drink a glass of it for dinner or at any time.
Oh, God. I was drinking. I was thinking, how the hell did I drink regular milk for as long as I did?
You know they have other flavored options. So you mentioned vanilla. That you actually can get vanilla flavored of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
It is so good. It is so good.
Yeah, so
I don't know how it's made. I'm assuming they like run water through almonds. I like crush them up or... I don't know.
It probably looks. I bet it looks very similar to what those guys in India were doing with some of the things they were making.
Except it's not with their hands. Like it's
but they're like pressing the almond and pressing the moisture out of it.
Did they just squeeze them? Because before you dry out a nut, like any nut, like a peanut, before you dry them out and have like roasted, they're moist, right?
Yeah,
they're like
because they grow. Like they would require water to grow most of the nuts, and I believe that's right.
Anyway, if Silk is listening, if like the social media or whoever the marketing manufacturer or whoever it is that works for Silk, can we sponsor the thing?
Wow, I've never seen you get behind a product like this.
Well, because I didn't realize that it was so good. Because you see commercials about Silk and it's like non-dairy, and you think, oh, this is just going to be some imitation of milk. It doesn't even taste like milk. It's like a better upgraded version of what
it does the job that milk was supposed to do, but it's just better at it.
Well, I'm looking here at the nutrition facts. In skim milk, so skim is I think the lightest milk you can
lowest
get.
Fat.
Because they skim all the fat.
So the calories, 90 calories in skim milk, and then I believe it was 60 in
80
in skim or in silk.
80s in silk.
I was looking at the
80s in silk for 8 ounces, and then there's 30% more calcium in silk than there
calcium. It looks like the biggest difference between that and regular milk is the protein.
How much protein's in regular?
So in a glass of skim milk is 9 grams, and in silk is only 1.
That's all right.
That seems hard to. That seems strange because nuts are very protein heavy.
Aren't legumes?
Maybe they squeeze the protein out of them.
Maybe that's where the actual solid of the, which I'm assuming is right. Is there fiber in silk? I'm assuming not. I think fiber has to be solid, right?
Nah, they got dissolvable.
There's no fiber in silk. Yeah, 1 gram of protein, sugars, 7 grams of total sugar in silk. Let me look what milk is.
There can't be much in regular milk. I'm assuming. Is that natural? If there is, then it has to be natural milk or natural sugar, right?
Hopefully.
Wow. How about this? So total sugar in silk is 7 grams, and skim milk is 13 grams.
Damn, so it's better on all fronts.
So almost double.
Except for protein.
Yeah,
but who's getting their fucking protein from milk?
Let me get my...
I don't know. They say your bones. Oh, yeah, my mom gave me that crap when I was a kid. That's why I hate it so bad. I was forced to drink it all the time.
But isn't that calcium for your bones?
Well, yeah, but I'm sure that...
My calcium levels are high on
I guess, more so calcium than protein, but yeah.
I hope.
For your skeletal structure altogether.
I am on the silk wagon.
I gotta say, so now that you found this out, it's just gonna be a part of your everyday
diet.
I'll
have a glass of it every day. I mean, it maybe not every day, but like last night I wanted something other than water because I've been drinking out of my jug and my turkey jug, and
do not put silk in that.
No, I'm not going to put it in that.
Ew.
Oh, God. Like right now, the water is like lukewarm. Can you imagine silk in that? I will say this, though. I let my silk, I drank some of it, and then I let it sit on my desk for a little bit, and then I came back like 2 hours later and took like a sip just to see if it was still functioning. and it was like you could really taste the almond.
Why
like,
would you drink that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like regular milk. It didn't chunk up or spoil, but
You know what we should do is a blindfolded milk test. So you taste test.
well, that's what I wanted to do because I wanted to say I guarantee you guys will prefer Silk above the regular taste of milk if you were blindfolded.
I don't know if I do. I really do. I generally enjoy regular
But
milk.
milk has no flavor. It's like
It tastes like milk.
It's like I don't know. It's like a thick water. I don't even know.
But I like all of it. I like Silk. I like
man.
oat milk.
I'd like to
all
try.
of it.
Is oat milk good? Have you tried
I've
oat
had
milk?
oat milk.
Is
Yeah.
that as good as Silk?
I would say not quite, but it's still good. It's still
Man.
right in the same.
Maybe we'll do
ballpark.
that next week. Maybe for episode 100, we'll just try milk.
You should try it. Ew. People might not tune in.
Silk
for
is
that.
listen. It's so good too, and it doesn't have the connotation that milk has. Like it doesn't have this came out of a living creature.
Will this change your cereal eating habits? Because you didn't eat cereal with milk, right?
I don't think I will now either. I don't think Silk
you
will
should try
change
it.
that.
You don't like cereal.
No, I do like cereal. I just don't like it with milk.
Well, I think you'll like it with this.
I think so.
I
too.
like it dry. You get it that raw
Ooh,
flavor.
you get mini
Well, it
wheats.
depends on what you're getting.
Get mini
I
wheats
don't
in the
want-
milk.
Like if you
section.
get a peanut butter Captain Crunch or like a Chex with this stuff, I'm telling you, that's like life changing. You eat an old box of it.
I don't like. I like my cereal raw. Like I like it crunchy and crisp. I don't like it
Raw cereal.
Oh, yeah.
raw cereal. Yeah, I don't
like
know why.
frosted mini wheats.
Because by the
you
time
eat
you
those
get
without milk,
well, I mean, I do eat like
I mean,
a
that's like
fucking-
eating sandpaper blocks.
I do like
I
those
love
without
that.
milk. I pop 3
Do
in.
you really?
Oh, I'll grab like a handful.
Man, that's like eating like straight off the fucking
Oh.
right out of the grain. Fucking.
It tastes. I know that they're not good for you, but they taste like they should be good for you.
What?
Mini wheats, like
Not
they're
bad for you,
frosted.
though.
frosted. Like,
But if you get the shredded wheat, they don't.
do you know
have
people put
on it.
sugar on their cereal?
Yeah, lots of
Like
people.
Raisin Brains?
Yeah, but like people.
It's
will
already
get,
got a zillion
yeah.
grams in it already.
It's that. I wonder if that's good for you though to start your day out. It's
No,
like
You know what's a good hack?
injected with sugar.
not at all.
Bananas and Frosted Flakes fire.
And I don't do. I'm not a fruit on my things guy.
So good.
I will say this though, talking about fruit, and I want to get back on the Silk bandwagon here in a second, but spend the whole episode talking about Silk.
Silk.
Listen, I hope they're listening though. I hope whoever is the social media manager for
Maybe
Silk,
William will comment
I
again.
hope they see this because I fucking love Silk.
So-
it is so good.
Did you guys say this guy's name's Grillium?
Grillium.
Yeah, Grillium.
Okay, so that sounds like a character out of fucking oh geez, help me, come on.
Oh, I know.
What?
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's
oh.
what he sounds like.
I was gonna
He's
say,
like, I don't know why.
I was gonna
It's been
say
a long
that-
day. I see.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, or
That's what I
that,
thought you were-
or that. It could
Yeah.
be that.
No,
That-
but
that-
Is
that's-
Grillium? Is that
I
like
think it's
Is
like
that a
their
real name?
mascot. I think it's like their mascot or
Oh.
something.
he wasn't?
Really?
He wasn't
because
too-
he's Grillium, I guess, from the
Well,
burger.
not not that he wasn't happy.
Flame-
He just
No,
told.
I think he was
just told us that we needed to include
pumpkin.
edible.
Did he
edible
hear the
ingredients.
did he hear the whole uncensored version of that?
Yeah, he said.
Oh,
that
okay.
We said fecal matter and shit and.
I think
poop.
he.
Did we say placenta? think-
I don't think we
didn't.
got
I
to
didn't
that.
include that one in the clip.
Oh, well, I mean, that's supposedly edible.
I think.
I mean, it's edible in other countries. I don't know.
I could be.
Sick,
What were you
man.
gonna say about fruit, Jub? Because I had a point about fruit. It's so weird that you say that. Cause
Well,
I
real
was
quick
gonna bring
about
this up to you
Grillium,
guys.
I think we should make a follow-up statement about our burger that we created.
What? Did we make a new one?
Wait,
No. I don't think we should follow up. Make
You
a new
made
one.
that burger?
Well, no. So what? The on Burger King's website, you had a chance to win $1 million. I wonder what the winner was. If we can find that, the winner.
I don't think it's done yet.
You make the burger online, and it's like you stack ingredients on top of each other and type them in, and whoever would make the best burger voted on by whatever committee wins $1 million. So we did that, and we were typing in fecal matter, poop.
Yeah, I saw the video.
But they accepted frog legs,
Vomit.
which is
Frog
weird.
legs.
Yeah, vomit
yeah,
was
they did
on
frog
there.
legs. Now that would be good. To
They
try.
didn't take. They didn't take liver.
Ugh.
And I think William needs to understand that in some dark, horrific corners of the world, all that stuff is edible because he said only edible ingredients. In dark corners of the world,
Yeah, and I
wants a
mean the
shit
bodily
burger.
fluids not so much, but everything
well,
else.
I guarantee you, in the annals of history, not pun intended, the annals of history, there has been somebody that has consumed a shit burger.
Well, I think they probably have, but I don't think they would have chosen.
No,
that.
I think they chose it.
Oh, good.
I
Lord.
think there's somebody that has
You
chosen
think there's
that.
someone out there
Oh.
praying to God Burger King makes this burger?
Well, maybe not praying that Burger King
so
makes
is
it, but like
they're eating human shit or
yes,
animal shit?
Yeah, no, human. Like,
Yeah, there's a type of
God,
shit.
I don't know. If you eat human shit, you got problems. But you're right. There are sects of the population.
I
that
guarantee you.
that.
I wish we could get somebody in here that is eating
A shit eater.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to talk to that person.
People say that's like a big thing in the pornographic industry.
Oh, 100% it is. I mean, you look at like
a lot of them from the Asia. The
well, you
Asian
look at like
markets.
2 Girls, 1 Cup, that famous video that went around for.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Oh no.
That video is disgusting.
But I'm saying
this
I'm
is really
using
going
an
well.
example.
Start talking about fucking silk almond milk. And now we're talking. Where's Chris at when we need him?
But listen,
He's his wheelhouse.
I guarantee you, like I said, I think Grilliam was correct in his statement that in the grand scheme those things aren't edible, but I guarantee you somebody has eaten number 1 a shit burger, a vomit burger, or a placenta burger.
The vomit burger is even more appalling.
What would you rather have, a shit burger or a
I
vomit?
don't even
Oh,
want to
man.
answer that question. I really don't. I guess we've all swallowed our own vomit.
Yeah,
probably
I
a
get
vomit.
So.
burger.
No, I
Jeez.
I
hope
don't
you're
know.
not
Could you
eating.
eat
I think-
someone else's?
I don't think. I think a shit burger would be
No, this
horrific.
is awful.
All right, we'll
This is
move
awful.
on. But anyway, talking about fruit,
Yeah.
fruit conversation.
I don't think we're going to get any silk endorsements with this discussion.
No, but we'll just clip it so they
Freaks.
don't see it.
We're freaks.
Talking about fruit, the Starbucks has a new. This again, Starbucks. If you're listening, I just hit all the brands. Starbucks came out with a chocolate covered strawberry frappe that was for Valentine's Day. It was fucking delicious. It was so good. And I don't like stuff from Starbucks. Like I don't like frappes or
I've never
all
bought
the
one
coffee
thing
shit.
from there in my life.
It was so good. I think you'd really like it.
I love chocolate covered strawberries.
It was it was such a complex flavor. It was like you got the strawberry and then it hit you with the chocolate. It had little chunks of like dark chocolate in it. It was so good.
Sounds good.
It was unbelievable. But I'm sure it was like 1,000 calories. But I only had a couple sips of it. But Hannah got it. It was so good. So if Starbucks, if you can still get it, go get it at Starbucks. It's really, really good. But that's all my food talk for right now. I don't really have.
My fruit question to you guys was going to be, and I had been thinking about this for a few days. What fruit do you think has the highest ceiling but the lowest floor? I said like an orange or a clementine. I think a good orange is incredible, but also if you get a bad orange, it can be horrendous.
Yeah, I agree with that. To some extent, grapes are another one. Grapes, if you ever get a grape that doesn't have any
rancid
flavor,
grape?
like you just get them, they don't have any flavor. I don't know if you ever got like, and then other time you get them and it is just bursting with flavor.
And then others are just like
nothing. You're eating this,
Like a
this
water
mushy
orb?
thing that you're chewing and it doesn't taste like anything.
Like to me, I feel like an apple is consistent. Like you're never gonna get like
I've had the bad
They got
apple.
ones
I'll
with
tell
worms
you,
in
you're
it.
never gonna get like a
people
really,
who only eat Red Delicious, I think have
You like green
might have
apples?
problems.
I like the sour green.
You
ones.
give me a Granny Smith.
I love green apple.
And Granny Smith always seemed like they got more behind it. They got more integrity. Other
Apple's
than-
pretty solid though.
Yeah, like I feel like an
Stable.
apple's pretty solid. Bananas are usually pretty solid.
I don't know. It depends on who you are. I hate a like a banana that doesn't have any black spots on it.
Oh yeah,
A raw banana, like a
green one.
Yeah, like a green one.
Ooh,
That,
green.
So you
bananas
like it
are
when they're
awesome.
like a
really ripe,
youngling.
like almost soft.
yes,
You want this shit
I don't
beat up.
even like bananas.
I
that
want
much,
a bruised banana.
Yeah.
I don't want a banana that's just out of the womb.
but
like,
not
I
a bruised
want,
apple.
Like a baby banana is gross.
You want like
Oh,
one
yeah.
that's been through some shit, like got some
Yeah,
character
but
to it.
You like
No,
plain-
no, you get like green bananas are almost crunchy.
Oh, I would
I don't know if I've
vomit.
ever had one.
And my dad, Coach, he loves bananas. If they have any black spots on them, he won't eat them.
Yeah, I'd be more towards the front end than the back end.
I
I'm
had
not
a-
a banana guy.
I had a banana today. It was
Bananas are-
beat the
Do
shit.
you like plantains? Any of you guys?
I
Oh, no,
don't
bro,
I don't think I've
plantains.
ever had
I
a
like
plantain.
plantains.
So good.
Oh my God, we had them at a Honduran.
Yeah,
I think it was Honduran.
Yeah, they're huge down there. It's parts of the
Honduran
world.
restaurant. It was
amazing.
unbelievable. It's kind of like a yam. It's kind of like a
It's a
sweet
cross
potato.
between a banana and it's in a banana family, but it's got a banana potato yam
a
type.
yamana.
Yeah, man.
Well, I
They
feel
are
like
good. They're good to cook with.
And
Really
another fruit, I feel like a strawberry, pretty consistent. Like
Here's
You're
my
never gonna
thing.
get like an
Sometimes I've had-
awful strawberry, but
You're
like
right.
you can get some bad ones.
I compare it to pizza because I mean I like strawberry, but sometimes like the pizza, even the worst pizza is pretty
It's
good.
not bad.
Like you get some frozen shitty thing out of the
Yeah.
freezer case. I mean, if you ate it, it's not going to be the worst thing you ate. Strawberry, I agree with. Most of the time they're all right, but sometimes you'll get one that's kind of bland, like the grapes. But I still like them. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a kiwi. I think a good
Yeah,
kiwi
kiwis
is
are tough.
really, really good. But if you
A
get
bad
a bad one, they're
Yeah.
just
You had a
real
bad
they're
nasty.
kiwi?
I feel like I haven't had kiwi enough.
They get them and again you're chewing and there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
That's,
and then you
so-
got like the skin of it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
mangoes too. Mangoes, I really like mangoes, but occasionally we'll get one that's not. That tastes
Yeah,
like
see,
nothing.
I haven't had mangoes and kiwis enough. Like I've had them, but I not consistent enough. Recently, I've been on this orange kick.
Those-
Orange and
Yeah, I
clementine.
eat
The
orange
cutie-
The
juice.
cutie clementines
Yeah, I
are
eat those every day.
the
unbelievable.
way you tell a great cutie, the only determining factor to tell if it's going to be a good cutie or a bad cutie, the outside has to be perfectly smooth. It has to be smooth like a globe, but
Can't
like
be
there
lumpy.
can't be any divots, or it has to be shiny too. If it's not shiny, it's not going to be tart. And I've had some ones that aren't shiny, and they might taste like human shit. If I had,
Well, bad oranges are awful, and
Like
I love
really
oranges,
bad.
but I can tell from my first time I put my thumb in the thing, I know if it's good or bad. And I agree with what you're saying
I
there.
struggle, and I asked you guys this the other day about opening an orange. I struggle opening oranges. So
one hard
Yeah.
thumb. That's
do
it.
you do it with a thumb?
One hard thumb.
Yeah.
I do it with my teeth.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
teeth too because
jeez.
I can't.
Fucked out.
Mine, I can't get like any.
I'm
I don't
with
know,
you,
like
Matt.
leverage or
Yeah,
anything.
I
Fuck
do
would
one.
you
I don't-
bite it.
I do one, and then I
Ooh,
go.
I wouldn't know how deep to bite.
Yeah, I wouldn't
No, I just do a pin. It's like a
but
donkey.
that's-
leg.
Yeah, but then if you bite too shallow, then you're fucked.
Straight-
Because
It's
then
like
you.
you ever seen the thing? You ever seen when Squidward takes a bite of the Krabby Patty?
Yeah.
It's like one little.
But does it get on your teeth, like the skin?
No, I mean it's like a little You get a
No.
little thing. You get a little tingle on the
Lemon
upper lip.
zest.
I don't like that at all.
No, I do
Zest.
that. I love cracking open a clementine. A
What's
crack-
your favorite like fruit flavored drinks or like?
Strawberry.
Yeah.
By far.
I think strawberry has a really bottom. There can be some really bad strawberry flavor.
I love
Like strawberry lemonades and stuff are really
Yeah.
good usually.
Oh my gosh.
Banana.
I'll say this when it becomes actually it doesn't even have to be drinks. How about just anything in general? I do not like banana flavored
Yeah.
stuff.
Neither do
Yeah,
I.
me
I think grape flavor can be pretty bad.
I think cherry is by far the worst.
I hate. You like cherry.
I like cherry. I
Yeah.
the cherry.
I'm
I
not
think
a
cherry
cherry
Coke
guy.
is great, but cherry in general.
Do you guys not eat like regular cherries?
no, I don't-
Like
I don't
big,
like-
those big cherries with the pits.
No, I don't like those.
You don't like those?
I hate it.
Wow, they're a taste explosion in my mouth.
I'll say this: our neighbor. I don't know. They probably don't know this. So if they hear this, this is a
They used to
secret.
give. I
Chop
thought they
down
used
their
to
cherry
give
trees.
those.
No,
Just say it.
I went over and I was cutting their grass one time, and they had a cherry tree, and I was literally just picking them off. That they couldn't have been. They might not even been cherries. It's probably why I have intestinal
Probably
problems.
poison.
Yeah, I was picking them off the tree like a madman, and they were so good.
There's really tiny ones.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
just before ripe, and they were so sour, and I was eating them like off the.
But
every
I'm
time I
talking
passed.
about those big,
The red
big,
ones?
the big red ones. They only come in the season. They get them from like Washington State.
What are those called?
They got a name. They got a They got a
Yeah,
like,
they got
either the city they come from or something.
You know,
what are
I
they?
think my cherry like taste has been ruined by those goddamn moonshine
Yeah,
cherries
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about those ones. I like those ones too, but I'm talking about those big
ooh,
fresh
that just gave me
cherries.
chills thinking about that.
Really, those fucked you up that bad? Those
I
ones
don't
Jeff
like.
gives.
I just do not
Really?
like that taste.
Do you like
especially with
soaked
with
fruit of
moonsh-
any kind?
like in alcohol?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if I've
Yeah,
had
see, I
any
can't say that
besides
I don't know
cherry.
if I've had any.
Cherries on top of a sundae are the worst cherries I've ever had.
Really?
They're awful.
Like those ones that.
I mean, they're not very good. Those ones in the jar, those
Maraschino.
cherries.
What other fruits can you soak in alcohol? Like strawberries?
Yeah,
soak
yeah.
anything.
Strawberries,
bet that'd be
blueberries. Which blueberries are kind of bland. I don't.
Blueberries.
Do you
are-
guys like blueberries like in general?
I do, but they're very bland. Like sometimes you get them in the muffins. They just sugar them up to make
Yeah.
them taste better. But
I love regular. My favorite fruit are blackberries. I love
Yeah, I like
blackberries.
blackberries.
Your
Blackberries,
favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit. I
What?
used to put them in the freezer.
they're really good.
I,
Since when?
Blackberries or pineapple.
Do you like raz at all?
Raspberry
Oh,
really
man.
good too. What I used to do when I was semi looking after my body, I'd put blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries in the freezer,
Right.
and then take them out and then eat them all in like a combination.
Tell you what'd be good with that is put those with your milk. Put them in the freezer, freeze them a little bit.
Yeah, kind of have like a
That
cereal.
silk, I'm telling you, it's good.
That would be good. Dang, I forgot about pineapple. I feel like there's so many fruits that I forget about.
Pineapple's a weird one to me.
I
I'm not a
love
wild
pineapple.
pineapple guy, but a soaked pineapple I don't mind.
One time, I bought an actual pineapple instead of getting it in like the containers or in a can. It is 10 times better when you cut it yourself.
Oh yeah, fresh.
With an actual fresh
I love
pineapple.
a pineapple out of a can. I used to eat those all the time.
It's
Ew.
fun. I like
don't
cutting
like
a
that?
pineapple.
Out of a can?
Yeah, they
Like a
come
metal
out-
can?
That's like refreshing fruit cocktail. That's got
Oh,
canned
God.
pineapple.
Yeah,
in it.
I like it. I
Cool.
think
That's like they eating a bomb shelter. They put that in.
shut
Right.
the f-
Nuclear
mean?
holocaust.
I mean,
you got. That's
that's-
all you got is
yeah.
like cans of.
Honey, it's day 400 of being in our bunker. Give me the
Give me
pineapple.
some Del Monte pineapple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the tuna.
No, but that stuff's like preserved, right?
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
it's
bunch
got
of
that sugary
preservatives.
sauce
Pretty
in
much
it.
everything's preserved.
No, not if you get they sell like
Why do I have to cut open a
No.
fucking pineapple?
no in Kroger
You
they
get
sell
pre-sliced.
that are
That's
fresh,
fresh, yeah.
and they have like a date that when they cut it, and they also have the big core where they have the middle cut out, but then the outside,
Right.
so it's like a big long donut of pineapple.
I get that with the melons.
You
and
eat
the
it like a
honeydews
corn
and
cob.
stuff.
It's unbelievable.
Okay, but that doesn't mean the canned one's bad.
They're terrible.
You've never had it.
I guarantee if I put you in front of that and
I'm
in
not
front of
saying
a
it's
fresh
better
one,
than the other one, but I'm just saying I like the canned one too. There's nothing wrong with eating it out of a can.
I
You're
think
making
you'll-
it sound like
no.
I'm living in Chernobyl hiding from radiation. Like I like it.
no, I think if you had them back to back, you would realize how bad the ones in the
No,
can
it,
taste.
it wouldn't be bad. It just wouldn't be as good.
Like canned pineapple juice, I think smells like shit and tastes like
Okay.
shit.
It
know
does
what?
smell kind of odd.
Ah,
Yeah, I
fuck
don't
you
like
guys.
What's something that you know smells bad but tastes great?
Ooh,
I don't know what I've never had sauerkraut before. I won't
I
eat
don't
it.
like sauerkraut.
But it smells like
It
absolute
doesn't taste
dog
good
shit.
either.
It makes
Yeah,
our
a
whole
lot of people.
house smell like something died.
It doesn't even make sense to even eat it anyway. It's like fucking seaweed or
Yeah,
something.
it's cabbage
disgusting.
like pickled. It's
Yeah,
gross.
it's gross.
That's a
It's
tough
like,
question.
Ooh, yeah, I'm trying to think of something that stinks that's good.
Because
though.
most of the time, if I don't like the smell, I'm most likely not
Yeah,
going to
but I swear, something
I mean,
I
other
had
than some of
recently-
your seafood, people
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
It can be kind of offensive, but most of the time they taste good.
I meant to tell you this, and I didn't say anything when we were there because I was like, I didn't know whether I had messed up or like I ate the wrong thing. When we were in Ocean City, at Bull on the Beach, I had ordered mussels, I think,
Yeah.
and we were eating.
The ones
And-
with garlic on them and stuff?
Perfect. I mean, great. And if you don't if you never tried mussels, try them because they're really good. They're a good little quick, nibble.
Yeah.
I had one, and maybe you've had experiences before. One, and I looked it up afterwards. It tasted like sewage. Like
Yeah.
it tasted horrible.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Is that just a bad
Yeah,
mussel?
you just get a bad muscle.
Because
Yeah.
I thought like maybe I fucked up, like I ate the wrong thing, and I didn't
Nah.
want to say anything.
No,
'cause
but
I,
you just had one bad one. Yeah, occasionally you'll get one like.
and I googled it when we got back. It's like mussel tastes like sewage, and they're like they didn't come up with any answers. So I thought, yeah.
What's the other thing that people eat? It's like
He
Oysters?
loves them. Oysters.
Oysters?
oysters. Yeah.
Oysters and clams. Yeah.
I'm not a big oyster.
I mean,
don't hate them.
It's either you really like them most of
Yeah.
the time. I'm surprised you're on the fence because most people hate them or like
Do
them.
you
I enjoy them.
Well, like right now, if you were at Ocean City, you had a big bed of ice with oysters on the half shell. Would that?
great? You have some horseradish. Yeah, it's all I need.
Maybe it's because I haven't tried them yet, but I think that the snottiness of them.
Oh, they're
that's what
disgusting
threw me
to look
off.
at. They're
Yeah.
disgusting. They're
I don't even know
sickening.
what
do they
part
taste
you
like?
eat.
Just I don't
Are they
know.
salty?
They can be. There's like Chesapeake salts or like there's different kinds of them in different waters. So some of them do have a more salty texture to them or taste, and then other ones will be a lot more mild. And people can tell the difference. I'm not good enough to tell the difference at a lot of them, but like Blue Points from Connecticut, they have their own distinct flavor and taste and look.
Do they have any sort of similar flavor profile to anything like any other seafood, like scallops or
Yeah.
Scallops are so good.
like are they a buttery kind of flavor? Or are they
There's some that are buttery. They
I think
describe
that's
them
the
that.
thing about it. You can make it in different ways.
well, I don't think you can make it,
But
but
like make it taste.
there's
different.
also like, I'm assuming just because of the region they also do taste different.
Yeah.
Like bee honey.
Yeah,
But-
no, yeah. So yeah, they're. It's not. It's an acquired thing. Like I don't know why they taste good to me. I like those. I like clams too. Like that would be something that's very similar. So you're just basically deshelling these things and you're eating them. The scallops, maybe a little bit more like chewy.
Yeah.
These aren't necessarily. Now when you fry them, they get tougher. That's why I like them raw. I don't like fried oysters. I mean, I'll eat them, but I don't like them nearly as much.
Would you like to go like out in like search for them and then eat them right there? Like if you were like in some shallow water and like you picked them out, got a knife, cracked them open, and just like
if I
slurped it down.
Yeah, no, my dad and grandfather would shuck them sometimes and get them, but like so that's work. Like that's tough.
Oh
you
gotta
use that really sharp knife, and that's like a
crack 'em-
science. Like
crack
the
'em
guys
off
that
of
do
the-
that are incredibly good at it. But I mean, yeah, I guess if I found a row of them somewhere ready to go, I mean, yeah.
I watched a guy, this super cool YouTube channel the guy literally just started putting videos up. He's getting 250,000 views a video. I can't remember his name, but he went out and he's a forager, so he gets things out of nature like plants and different things. And he went out and he foraged mussels off of this rock, off these rocks that are by the ocean. And he fried them up and cracked them open. He was telling everybody how you get them and how you make them and crack them open. I wish we had somewhere like that here that you could go and do that kind of thing, because they look so good, and they look delicious. And he made them, and it was real easy that he made them and put some lemon on them, and they were super cool.
Making me hungry.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever ate anything from the wild, like been out
I
and
guess
just
fruit.
ate something?
I guess fruit would like
like berries and stuff.
Yeah, but
What?
not like
I've,
an animal.
I've eaten clams that we've got, brought them up and shucked them and ate them.
I'd probably say the only thing that I've eaten
Fish?
other than like blackberries off of bush would probably be the fish that we caught in Alaska.
Yeah. And then, did you ever had it where you caught it like the same day and did it?
Yeah, we
'Cause
did.
I have done that.
Well,
a couple
we
times.
did. Yeah, that's-
Somebody
catch
would
it,
obviously
but-
fillet it for me, but
I was just telling my mom about that. When we lived in Florida for the summer back in 2018, we were down there and our neighbor had caught this lionfish and grouper, and he wasn't going to use it, and we were going out to dinner that night.
It was his daughter's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, actually, he came with us. Yeah, I think they came with us.
There were like 6 of us that went to his daughter's birthday.
And we didn't even know. We
like
hardly even knew this guy and his daughter. And
Did you guys sing to her?
Yeah.
oh yeah. And he gave us this fish.
Your
and
dad would have been
we
mad
went,
if you didn't.
Oh yeah, and he gave us this fish, and he told us to tell them how to fry it. It was a buffalo fit. Like I guess it wasn't on the menu, but apparently they knew him and knew how he liked him. We said, hey, how Mark likes it with the buffalo. They gave it to us.
was so good. It was
like a
Unbelievable.
Viking
And I don't
feast.
really even like fish that much, but that fish was incredible.
Fish and buffalo sauce fried like that was incredible.
That was
The
amazing.
lionfish and buffalo sauce is some of the best fish I've ever had in my life.
And I think
We had a huge platter of fish, dude. It was like
you're right.
six,
We're just
seven
like
plates.
grabbing this
You just
food,
grab a
like
lionfish,
shoveling
like,
it in.
red snapper.
Lionfish is like an invasive. Have you ever seen those videos? Those guys that
Yeah.
They're
go
super
harpoon for
poisonous.
that. Yeah, you grab them, they'll ruin your hand.
How
but-
about that guy that ate the puffer fish not that long ago and died?
Yeah, people. I don't understand.
Why tempt fate?
Why do people eat things that can kill you? I don't understand. It's like that puffer fish. You have to fry it at a certain temperature, like get this certain venom gland out of it, or else you eat it and you die.
It's the most poisonous fish in the world.
It's the
man.
dumbest thing. Why? You can go get a chicken off the side of the road, cut it up and eat it, and you might get some kind of disease, but you're not going to die. And
Oh man, we ate lionfish. That's
also,
poisonous.
no, but I don't think it is poisonous. They have things in them that is poisonous. So like, if you,
I don't know. I think there is a way you have to cook it. I'm pretty sure.
no,
Well, we can research
I don't
this
know.
after,
no.
but
I thought there was this. Hey, you just had the spines.
It was good.
Because like rockfish, they're also extremely poisonous and they can hurt your hands and feet. But like, why can people? I've watched videos of people underwater and they'll crack open a scallop and just eat the scallop right in the water, like as they're underwater eating the scallops. Why can people do that? But I've also cooked scallops and there's like heavy warnings that you have to cook them at a certain degree or else you're going to get some sort of.
I'm not sure. I did not. I don't think I knew that you could eat scallops raw. I don't think I'm.
Some
like,
guy,
or maybe it's a certain kind of them.
I watched
Because
the
there's
guy,
different ones. You know, there's those big diver scallops, those ones that are like boulders. Then there's those mini ones.
I've had both, and
Yeah.
they're so good. They're so good. I honestly, as I'm getting older, I think I just want to try new things. And now that I've found things that I didn't eat, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't try them sooner.
Do you like clams? Did you ever try? Like, not even like, I don't know if you had fried version of clams.
Maybe I've had fried.
They're
clams.
they're a little more mild than an oyster.
Yeah.
So I bet if you like, and they're not as disgusting looking as an oyster. They're like in between a scallop and an oyster as far as the look. So it's a little bit more. So I always suggest to people that want to try the oyster, but it looks just too gross to them, or that smells gross, to try the clam because it's a little more mild. But you can do a lot of things with clams, Job, like you can do with your scallops.
Yeah, the seafood's great. I don't eat seafood near as much as I think I would enjoy, but I love seafood. Crab legs. I wish crab legs weren't as much work as they are. Cause
blue crabs, to me, I'm partial, but Maryland
are those
blue
the
crab,
ones?
Yeah.
Do you just eat the whole inside?
Well, you break them apart, and then they got all the guts, and you gotta navigate around it. But you can eat the legs, and you can eat the.
Can't you? Soft shell's the one that you can.
Yeah,
eat.
soft shell's the one where the bodies come out.
Your
dad dangling off the
that.
legs are dangling off. Those are too rich for me. I can't eat. I could eat like 2 bites of a soft shell and that would be enough for me. I can't eat it like a full one because it's so. There's this powerful richness to it that's just something I can't handle.
Go ahead.
Would you try that, Jarrett?
What's that? Soft shell?
Any of those crabs?
Well, I was just gonna say, baby, next time we go to Ocean City, when at the beginning of June, maybe I'll try an oyster or a clam or a soft shell. Maybe I don't know about all of them, but maybe
the blue crab meat is the
But
best.
you're not. I know it's not gonna kill me, and I trust you. You have a good sense of taste.
Well, I mean, Yak always recommend stuff to you that's gonna kill you. I mean.
Well, no, I don't.
Well, I mean,
trust
any
you
of it
guys.
could if you have a
why?
seafood allergy. Don't try it.
He makes a
you
good
don't want to
point.
mess with that.
Yeah.
The older I've gotten, like the more excited I am to try new foods and all that stuff. Like, do you think you're ever gonna get to a point where like you want to try like a whole bunch of new foods?
Well, I mean, I've gotten way better.
I think you've expanded
from what I used to be.
The bar's pretty low, though.
You try things that are normal for people to eat. Like you try things that
Like
everybody else has already eaten. Like a chicken wing, a pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah, like we ate a tentacle. You would never do that.
When we go to restaurants,
that scared me because you guys were saying it gets stuck to your throat.
No, that's if it's alive.
No.
When we go to restaurants now, he's like a prairie dog. Like as soon as we sit down and everybody gets their food, he's like up looking around what he can try.
Like to see it. It's awesome. I think trying new foods at a new place is one of my favorite things.
Well, Cools, do you think you would ever try some of these foods from across the world? This is called Gomatra. This is from India, and it is
staying out of India.
Yeah, I might not.
Cow urine from India.
No, see, like that's bullshit.
What?
That's just.
It has been
stupid.
consumed for therapeutic purposes as a medicine, claimed to have health benefits.
If you could cure a disease that I had, maybe.
What about, this is called Tongsul in ancient South Korea. It is 9% alcohol, but the rest of it is the fecal matter of a human child between 4 and 7 years old. It's refrigerated for 3 to 4 days, mixed with water, and divided into smaller pieces, and then fermented overnight. And
What?
yeah, apparently
those people should be.
That's
Human
just
child fecal matter?
Yeah, it specifically is said to be anti-inflammatory, pain relieving, and as well as to improve the taste of other foods.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You eat shit.
I
You
mean,
eat like a goddamn horse hoof is going to taste better than that.
Baby mouse wine from Guangzhou, China. It is at least a dozen baby mice are drowned in rice wine,
You know what,
and
John?
then the mice the mice used must still be blind and hairless. They brew it and matured for at least a year before drinking, and people say it tastes like gasoline.
Oh, good.
my God.
I really enjoy that.
This is the
year.
profile of what somebody would, if you had this in your house and you said, or you went to a restaurant and you say, what's the bouquet like of this wine? And this is what it says. It tastes like gasoline with an aftertaste of rotting animals.
Oh my god.
Well,
and then
yeah,
this
that's
is
what
by
it is.
far to me the worst one on this list. This is called virgin boy eggs from Dongyang, China, or Dongyang City in China. This is young boys' urine is collected in schools and markets from around the city in buckets and placed there by street vendors where eggs are boiled in the urine until hard. The eggs are then cracked and continue to boil for several hours to let the urine soak into the eggs.
Jesus.
And the golden egg smells strongly of urine, but taste has been described as delicate, salty, and addictive.
Addictive.
I got to tell you, these people, that is just really bad.
That just doesn't even seem right.
Who came up with this?
Yeah.
To me, that's like child endangerment.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That doesn't seem okay.
See, that to me is
predators.
like, how do you get to the point where you go around and collect pee and then put eggs in it?
Yeah. You gotta be fucked.
How do you get to that point?
Now,
where,
isn't it ironic that all this is done in Asia?
yeah, but then you go and they have amazing cuisine, like
Yeah.
cuisine that is
Oh,
stuff
normal things,
you'll
yeah.
never find in the rest of the world, and then they're cooking eggs and pea.
I love
like
Asian
that.
I wonder when the very first guy was like, "Hey Bob, let's go collect some piss and boil some eggs in it."
Bring the kids in.
The pee from the little
Well,
kids.
where are we gonna get the piss, Bob?
Schools.
Yeah,
But
schools, they got
adult
a
piss
lot.
won't be good enough.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how they put surströmming below that, but I mean,
You know, Job, I was super excited to like answer whether or not I would eat these foods because I thought you were gonna pull
Ain't
up
no
like,
chance I'm
normal
eating any of
foods.
those.
Is surströmming the fermented herring? What's the fermented herring?
surströmming is fermented herring.
Oh,
Yeah.
we gotta try that.
Hey, what about frog juice from Peru?
Ugh.
Frog juice?
Yeah, it's a frog smoothie. The frog is killed usually by wow.
By dark
what?
gun.
The frog
A dark cat. Spit it out.
Oh no.
Killed by stomping on
the
it.
frog is killed usually by
Jesus.
Jesus.
the frog is killed usually by banging its head against the counter.
Wow. So if you don't do that, it's not as good.
There's no better
So
way.
somebody just takes the frog and goes boom, and then
One bang.
the frog is then skinned and clean and then put in a blender with water and other ingredients such as quail eggs, honey, spices. Quail eggs?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would consider that one. I can't do anything that's coming out of humans.
No.
Have you ever
I-
had frog legs, man?
I have, yeah. They're not very good.
Aren't
People
they
say
like-
they taste like chicken. That's what they're like. Yeah, they're like a white. I don't know. I guess you could see some, but I've only ever had them like one time. It was there was some dish that I got at like a
Yeah.
Mediterranean restaurant that had them.
They can't
That's
take a
just-
hamburger.
Not anything I would run out to eat again.
Banging its head on the counter.
They used to sell those at Kroger.
Really?
Yeah, prepackaged frog.
What kind of
legs.
frog?
They're
A
good.
bullfrog?
I don't really don't know.
You ever had frog legs, Jet?
No.
I've had like frog wings. They're not bad.
frog wings.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it was like a wing.
They're
fest.
like the wing. That's what their legs are like. A
Yeah.
wing. Yeah.
Boy, that's probably what happened when
Soup ate bat wings.
speaking
that was one of the-
speaking of that, fruit bat soup. This is during
Oh,
the cooking.
fuck.
The bat smells strongly of urine. However, the meat is described as sweet and similar to chicken.
What is the thing with the urine?
Yeah, I know.
Like, am I missing out on
I don't
something
know.
here?
They piss on everything. I bet.
It says the soup was so popular that Guam fruit bat was hunted to extinction.
Oh yeah, that was like in When Nature Calls, Ace Ventura.
Yeah, the bats in Guam eat a large amount of cycad seeds and or accumulates large amounts of toxins that, when consumed by humans, cause lidocobidig's disease, a deadly neurodegenerative disease similar to Parkinson's and
Oh,
Alzheimer's.
great.
Good
Nice.
Lord.
Stop drinking piss. Yeah,
Hey, speaking of disease, do you guys see that woman in Oregon has the bubonic plague?
yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that, Joe?
Mary Curie?
No, it says a confirmed case of human bubonic plague in Oregon raised fears over a resurgence of the infamous
It's back.
contagion that
No,
wiped out
come
millions in the Middle Ages.
Well, now I find it funny though. Like we'll just brush this one aside.
Well,
But the COVID thing was
Yeah, it
such
says
a worry.
officials say there's no cause for alarm. Authorities confirmed on February 7th that the infected person caught the plague from their house cat.
Oh, how did
they
the cat
probably
get
ate.
it?
They probably ate the cat's shit. Probably because the cat ate a rat. That's how they said the plague
It
started.
says a county in Central Oregon where the person lives contacted and provided medicine to all close contacts of the person and their cat.
Yeah, but how?
Had to be from a rat, I would guess.
So that's just going around? So, like, any rat can have the plague?
I think that's
Yeah.
where it comes from.
I saw a rat. We saw that one rat in Greenville. It was sitting by the door. No, it was downtown Wheeling. It was sitting by the door.
What was he doing? Was he holding a sign?
At View 42. He was just sitting in the corner by the door of View 42, which is like a nice.
Sitting in the corner.
Yeah, he was just sitting there.
Listening to his iPad or his iPod.
Yeah.
And he fucking had his headphones.
Gary. That was Gary.
He was sitting
drinking a pina colada.
View 42, I think, is a very nice place. So this is not descriptive.
The rats are out front. Huh?
Yeah, the rat was he was just sitting
restaurant.
there. He was just hanging out.
Okay.
But yeah, but that's weird. I thought, like, so diseases can just be there, like typhoid Mary, like they could just be there, and
well,
then
I think they would. I mean, it depends on the disease, but I think the rat was the main cause of that. So I mean, I guess whatever they do in their bodies that to us. The plague affects the people because the plague just killed people. It didn't kill like that cat. Probably didn't have any symptoms of it. It was probably
a healthy carrier.
Yeah,
typhoid Mary.
Did you know this that bubonic plague is not directly transmissible between humans? It says the plague isn't directly.
Is it the pustules?
It's transmitted through fleas or contacts from an infected animal to a human.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess would that be like, I don't know, say I don't know if like cows can get it. How did it spread in the Middle Ages? What
fleas from
probably
rats
just all the rodents and the unsafe foods.
It was totally
and things that they ate.
unsanitary.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think they knew. They thought that it could be effective.
Yeah, what did they think it was?
So it's
well, they thought you could. That's why I had to wear that mask.
The plague doctor.
Yeah, plague mask, because they thought it could be transmitted from human to human. So
well, it says people in the Middle Ages lived in very, very close quarters with each other, with rodents, creating a more ideal environment for the plague to jump between the animals and humans.
Yeah,
There
was animals in their food, in everything. Everywhere they were, there was some sort of animal infestation.
Well, because I mean, people would die. Then I think they just piled them up in the streets, and then rats would eat the
right,
bodies.
and then now you're carrying it more. Yeah.
But wonder how they got to the end of that, and they were like, "This is how." I remember learning about this in school, and I can't remember how it was. How they came about. It's like, hey, this is the rats are why this is happening.
Right. So they started to eliminate that.
I wonder if it was like. Wonder if so many people. It's like how the natural cycle. Like if you have too many deer in an area, then the coyotes like have a lot to eat, and then there's more coyotes but less deer, and then the coyotes die because there's not enough food, and then the deer come back, and then the coyotes eat again. So I wonder if it was like there was a point where I don't know that humans wouldn't give a shit about rats. I mean they would, but if there's so many rats, then how
too many rats, not enough humans?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's how it worked.
How would they get to the point where they I don't know. Because you think if there are so many rats, like people are dying, then rats just go everywhere, then there would be no end to it because then more people would just die.
Rats are hard to get rid of. Can't drown them.
I've never actually seen, I've never been in a place, well, I guess I saw one the other day, View 42.
You don't want to be near one.
Yeah. I wonder, because people, this is another tangent to go on. People keep rats as pets. Have you ever seen people with rats as pets? They like put them in shirts and stuff.
You can get them in like Petco, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feed them to snakes.
Boy, they said, which is another fascinating thing why people ever even why people like entertain keeping these things. There's a sign on Petco's cage for the ferrets that don't put your hands in there because they carry diseases and they will bite you. Yeah. So I don't know why anybody would go and say, "Hey, let me get two ferrets, please."
Ferret come
and they
over
smell.
To the house, let it crawl over you, pee on you.
I feel like rodent type pets are just so useless.
What about snakes?
Snakes are fucking dumb.
Snakes too. Why would you ever want a snake? Honestly,
spiders.
It's not like any of those. I mean, I guess maybe if you're like an animal, I don't know what do they call it.
Snakes are a lot of work.
Conservationist? Is that what it's called?
Well, if you're like
if you want to like save
center.
animals.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that the reason why in Florida there are boa constrictors?
Well, how about that? Yeah, in
pythons.
Down in the Everglades, these snakes that never were there before because people had pets that they discarded them and now they're mutating. I saw a story with a guy talking about how these boa constrictors and stuff are like evolving to stuff they've never seen before.
Those pythons are massive.
Yeah, pythons. That's what
they
are.
They're huge.
If we could someday, we had to bring up the video of that guy that walks through the Everglades. Have you seen those videos?
The swamp puppy guy.
Mm-hmm. It's
He's
the most
incredible.
ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. He goes into the Everglades with no protective clothes on, bare feet, in the middle of the Everglades, there are so many mosquitoes that it's gross how many mosquitoes there are. There are like lizards and alligators and snakes, and he just like picks them up with his hands, looks at them, and throws them back into the into the woods.
Yeah, he calls the alligator swamp puppies.
And like they like run away real fast, or like snakes will try to get away, and he just grabs them out of the water.
You don't think I can take them down? These things don't even attack people.
Oh God, here we go.
No, but that's like those are like regular little Florida gators. Like the one we're talking about is like a ancient alligator.
Oh, okay.
Like a Dinosuchus.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Did you guys see this Carnival Cruise passenger could face 10 years of prison following an onboard incident? A man has taken a guilty plea to charges of assault leading to a serious bodily injury of a fellow cruise ship guest last year. They were off the coast of Nantucket on a Canadian New England cruise line. According to the documents, Truman, I guess the guy's name, was loud and disruptive during a theater performance. He was asked to stop twice by a fellow audience member, but refused. When the passenger went to seek help from a member of the crew, he was attacked by Truman. Truman plunged a cocktail glass into the victim's face. Then he struck him several times. It caused significant cuts that required stitches. And then during the investigation, Truman claimed he was acting in self-defense.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What's the matter with these
People
women?
like those, like, you ever been in a performance and somebody's being loud? Have you ever been
Yeah,
to
we
that?
went to the dude from
Steve-O.
Jackass. Yeah, that guy was being
It's the most embarrassing moment of probably one of the top 10 embarrassing moments of my life, especially for the city. He'll never I guarantee he'll never come back here. It was so bad.
Yeah,
this
that
lady
sucked.
was probably hammered out of her mind, just screaming up at Steve-O, and he's trying to do a show.
I remember you saying that.
It was so bad. It was so
Well,
bad.
especially that he explained before the show, no, please no yelling, like yelling stupid things out in the crowd.
Yeah.
I saw a guy, speaking of that, I saw a guy on TikTok yesterday. I can't remember his name. He was performing a song. He's, some artist. And some guy screamed Freebird at the beginning of the show.
they left, yeah.
Well, he screamed Freebird at the beginning, and then he, thought it was funny and said, okay, who screamed Freebird, that, this and that. And then he did it again at the end, and the guy just left the concert because he was like...
Oh, that's a little much.
what do you think? I thought it was a little soft of him.
I think have the guy escorted out before you leave the concert.
Yeah, and also all the other people that paid money to
Yeah.
enjoy the
Now
the
they
concert.
all hate you.
Yeah.
That guy should have his ass beat.
What's wrong with yelling Freebird? What's the...
Well, apparently that's a common heckle at shows. If people scream Freebird, by is that Leonard Skinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like the most crazy. It's a really long song, right?
Yeah, it's got the guitar
And a
solo
crazy
that
guitar
everybody
solo
knows,
that,
yeah.
and I guess it's a common heckle at concerts that people yell, and it pisses off artists, I guess.
I didn't know that.
I don't know, but he left the concert, and all the people that were there to see him were probably upset. I'd have been fucking pissed.
Yeah, I wonder if that guy got his
The
ass
worst.
He should,
beat. I think he should get
honestly.
jumped.
What do you guys think about when an entertainer and you're coming to a show? Because I've heard this now a couple of times. It went away for a while because she was off tour. But Madonna, have you heard about some of these? Like the show, they're opening the show. There's no opening act. People were coming in at 7 o'clock, and she's not coming on until 11, and you're just sitting there.
Oh, that's
She's done it time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'd be
And then I guess
mad.
the crowd started to heckle her one time in Vegas, like gave her some shit for it. And she's like, the queen can come when she wants. That was what she said.
that's annoying as
Fuck
fuck.
her.
Yeah.
And I heard her recently. She just did it. It was I can't remember what city it was in, but it was. I guess they opened the doors at 8, and she didn't come on till 11:15 or something.
First off, I would say this: if you're going to a fucking Madonna concert in 2024,
Yeah.
find somebody better to go to. She's
Right.
fucking 65.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She not. I mean, listen. All power to her for still doing it. But if you're gonna be a bitch and not come out, and then say the queen comes out, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Madonna.
That would really.
Yeah.
I would never wait. I wouldn't
She's so past her prime.
Well,
Get out of there.
I mean, 3 hours?
Would you guys? I know that's
insane.
excessive.
Yeah, I'm reading this right now. Madonna sued over late concert start by fans who had to get up early the next morning.
Yeah, it's getting out of
It
control.
says
She's done it many times in the last year.
The
or so.
lawsuit filed on Wednesday in Brooklyn federal court. Michael Fellows and Jonathan Haddon say they bought tickets to the December 13th show at Barclays Center as part of the Madonna celebration tour, The show was advertised to start at 8:30 p.m., but the 65-year-old musician did not take the stage until after 10:30 p.m. I mean, I get it. That's like you plan your whole night. You plan your next day. If you have an 8:30 concert, you're good to go the next day.
I heard a guy from the Vegas show that she did the same thing, and he's like, my wife and I went out to this show. The doors opened at 7. She was supposed to come on at 8 or whatever. It was after 11 before she started. And he's like, we had to leave because we had to go pick our kids up from their babysitter, and like it just fucks people's life up. And there she is, a multi-gazillionaire, and she has no respect for the people that made her that.
What do you think she's doing? What do you think she was
fucking
doing?
in the back, smoking line, or
Yeah,
snorting
who
lines.
knows?
She's all fucked
It
up
says
now,
by
isn't she?
by the time the two concert goers left after 1 a.m., they were left stranded in the middle of the night and confronted with limited public transportation, limited ride sharing.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I say
in
New York
Brooklyn.
City. What the fuck?
Jeez.
Yeah,
You can't find a
Yeah,
ride
I
share.
wouldn't
They
be
run
able-
all hours of the night.
Concerts are, unless there's somebody big and you know that, or it's somebody that you really, really, really love, I think they're super overrated.
There's a good chance I'll never go to a concert again because of the people.
Yeah,
I hate people.
I mean, I went to one recently. I mentioned a
Post
while ago.
Malone.
Post Malone is super cool. It's really cool, awesome
I
experience.
don't dislike them.
But and a part of that reason was we were gifted with some really good seats, and otherwise, I just don't see what the
Sitting
what
out
the
in the
draw.
lawn with all the idiots.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I don't know. I mean, and I'm not really a Post Malone fan. I am now, but I wasn't at the time. And I mean, I could see if you're a super fan how you'd enjoy that. But boy, oh boy, spending that much money. A water was like $9 to get. I mean, the shirt that I bought was $45.
Yeah.
And actually,
for a shirt that's
Are you wearing it?
You got it on?
takes about 60
way.
cents.
He
to
has
make.
the shirt on.
Wow.
Incredible.
I have the shirt on. I don't know if you can see it, but it. Post Malone. Wow, good coinky dink there. But yeah, I don't know. And
Do you have anybody that you would like to see in concert?
Tenacious D is the only one I would want to go see. With Jack Black, the only one I would ever go see, and the other ones they're all dead or old now. So
Yeah, the Bee Gees. would
If
be
you, what
awesome.
about a dead like one that's too old? Or,
Bee Gees by far. would be
Yeah,
the
I
best
would have loved to
concert.
have gone to that.
It would be the.
I want to go see
unbelievable.
Michael Jackson too.
Well, he
I'd
would
have
be just like. What do you think if he was still alive today, and he did like a farewell tour? What kind of numbers do you think he'd put up? Like
Well,
more than Taylor
I
Swift?
Well, yeah, but not for long. Like eventually, it'll get to the point where she will.
Supersede.
Yeah,
Do you
because
think, is she the? She's
Yeah.
got to be the biggest
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, definitely.
no question.
What about you, Jarrett? Anybody you'd want to see?
Right now?
Yeah.
Dead?
Either or. 'Cause I know Morgan Wallen's probably your number one. But
Yeah,
you've
I've
already
seen him a couple times. I feel like I'd like to go to like a. Ah, man, that's a good question. I feel like I'd like to change up the genre maybe. Go to like a.
Drake.
Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh the other day actually. That probably because he was with J. Cole too. That would have been pretty cool.
That's another thing I don't understand. Why do people go to concerts back to back to the same artist? Unless you just like him that much.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
people
I didn't
are
know
just
people do
obsessed.
that.
Yeah.
Well, like he's been to Morgan Wallen twice.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, the songs
Well,
didn't
he
change.
he
different
released.
songs.
Yeah, he released an album in between.
Well,
then.
some people go
And he
back
was
to back
a-
nights. What
Wait,
about when they do
that's
two
what I thought.
shows?
That's
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
I would have.
I thought
I would have went to Morgan Wallen back to back.
Here's a hot take, and I know there are a lot, and I know people that are like this, and this is not hatred on, kind of is. I don't want to be mean about this, but I just think it's odd in multiple different perspectives here.
spit it out.
People that go to Disney World over and over and over and over and over again. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I get it for the first time. Like you went for, is it the first time you've gone?
It's probably like my second or third, but the times that I've gone has been like years and years apart.
Yeah. So I don't get, and plus there's probably a million different things
And I went
there.
to go see my little cousin.
Yeah. I don't understand people that go just religiously. I don't. Number one, I don't know how you can afford it because I've seen how the prices there for things I think are like
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
immense. But just,
I don't know. My thing with it is it's the same thing every year.
yeah.
So why go do it again? It's not like there's
And-
like crazy roller coasters. Or,
My most hated fucking thing ever, and we experienced it because we've gone to Orlando.
Well, we've talked about it, I think, on here before too.
I think it's the weirdest fucking thing ever, and if you do it,
I don't know
listen,
what this is.
if that's your thing and your family's great with it, good for you. I hope you're having fun. But I think it's so fucking weird when I think it's so weird when a family wears the Smith family 2024 Disney trip, and they have everybody's last names on their back
with the Mickey Mouse
ears, and they're wearing Mickey ears on the plane.
Yeah,
Fucking grow up. Listen,
it's really stupid.
Have fun.
See a lot of that there.
But it's so like
The
a
amount
lot of
Mickey-
people.
Oh, dude,
It's crazy.
It might as well be a cosplay place.
It's
Like,
really weird.
There's more people dressed up as Mickey and whatever they decided that day than people just
Dude,
wearing regular clothes.
here's my thing. Do people like Mickey Mouse that
that's
much?
what
No,
I-
I've heard a lot of people that tell me they love Mickey Mouse.
It's
I don't
really
understand
Mickey.
it.
Like,
No, I don't
People
think.
love it.
Well,
or is
I
it
think
just,
that-
is it just Disney?
I think people like him
Yeah,
to a somewhat degree, but I think it's more just this is Disney.
Yeah.
This represents Disney.
right.
I mean, just Mickey Mouse show any good? That's a show, right? I mean, I don't even know much about Mickey.
I think he's.
When was the Mickey
wasn't
Mouse
he-
show,
didn't he
Matt?
used to be-
Cartoon.
Didn't he
What-
used to be racist?
No,
Probably.
Yeah.
they say that, but they say Walt Disney was a little bit off.
Yeah.
Well, his head's
Yeah,
frozen.
it's frozen.
Is that
Ted
true?
Williams?
Is that true?
Oh, to God knows.
I think so.
His head's frozen.
I
It'd be
think
fun if
him
we-
and Ted Williams.
We should do a mission to steal it.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
Well, when was the Mickey Mouse show, Matt? Do you know? Do you remember?
The-
Like what? Like years? Like was
Oh,
that like was that
God.
like
I mean-
like
Well, it was Steamboat Willie.
like
before.
60s?
I would say even more than probably earlier than that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, no. I mean, it might be earlier than the '60s. I think it probably was.
Well, Mickey
because
Mouse.
that was going before I was even alive.
Do you know the thing where he goes,
Yeah.
that's Steamboat Willie, and that's Mickey Mouse before he was Mickey Mouse, and
Right,
that was
right.
like what everybody liked.
He should have
back in
stayed
the day.
Steamboat Willie. That's badass.
Yeah, because like Fantasia come out in what the '80s or something, like the actual
Yeah.
full-length animated film. But they had all those animated shorts with him in there. But you're right, Jub. He wasn't always called Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and but it just really, and to wear it before you're at the park is odd to me.
Would you
Well,
wear a
like the
Donald
ears?
Duck hat?
Yeah, like one with a fucking pinwheel on the top
I actually
of it.
might wear that just to be stupid.
It's
Yeah,
just-
I would like.
Yeah, and if you wear it for irony's
But I ain't
sake or
dressing
like
up
for
like
satire,
Donald Duck. Is he? Who's your favorite one of those guys? The Disney characters.
Probably Goofy.
You guys got.
Yeah.
But I never really watched any of that. So like I don't even really know.
So what about
much
Chip and
about
Dale? You guys remember them?
my mom
I do
used to
remember
like that.
Yeah, she did like that. Orlando Airport is one of the most incredible places on
It's
the
a
earth.
vile place. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
there.
it's like Tatooine.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Mos
it
Eisley.
is
Mos
the
Eisley
Mos
Spaceport.
Eisley
Yeah.
Cantina.
Never have you ever seen such a hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah.
It's
The Orlando
Wait,
Airport.
hold up. Is it
the-
that bad?
Orlando Airport is Tatooine. The Mos
I don't know.
Eisley
You guys,
Mos
Cantina.
have you guys been to LaGuardia? Ooh,
no.
boy.
I didn't think Orlando Airport was that bad. I was just there.
Those people with the Mickey Mouse ears are like they're like whatever Watu is.
Jawas.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
they are Jawas. That's what they are.
Jaws.
They're
Yeah,
running
that's-
around like
Yeah,
with their little.
Walter said
Wada?
the Jedi mind tricks won't work on him. What? Yeah, because what does he call? What does he say? I'm a something. I can't remember what it is.
You're talking. You're
Like a
talking
little guy
about
that flies the
Yeah,
wind.
Hey, Wanawanga.
Little Annie.
What's Bib Fortuna?
Oh,
Yeah, Bib
what was Bib?
Bib was a
It was disgusting.
he had that tentacle that went around his head.
I don't get him. He's
Bib-
he's a little feminine for a man.
Oh man,
What was his name? What is it? What? It's
Toy Dorian.
Tadarian.
Tadar- yeah.
There you go.
But then
They got a whole planet.
Sebulba,
Yeah, Sebulba was a sick fuck.
he was a Doug.
ugly motherfucker.
He was a
Eating them
dog?
frogs.
Newt Gunray, he was
Yeah.
a Neimoidian.
You ever seen people?
know,
There's people out there that look like Viceroy Gunray. I've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a couple of people that I've seen before, and I was like, this fucking guy looks like Viceroy Gunray. yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
get
some
him.
guy
Get
at
it.
the
I wish I
casino.
was at the
A
computer.
guy that looks like Newt
Newt-
Gunray. Like
Like-
if somebody came up to you and said, "Hey man, you really anybody ever tell you look
Think
like
that-
Newt Gunray?"
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a compliment that I would say that.
He
but-
taught Senator
looking guy.
Amadala.
There's a Boss Nass.
Boss
He's a
Nass, you like Boss?
Yeah.
This is Newt Gunray.
Slobber,
I'll show you on the camera here.
Would you ever?
That's Newt Gunray.
Yeah.
he's-
Solid looking guy.
Man, I want to watch Star Wars now. Bad
I
Batch
know.
comes out tomorrow.
Oh,
Season
really?
3, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow. Real quick, Have we told the story about us missing our flight in Orlando? We definitely have told that on
Yeah,
here.
we
Yeah.
did.
When you guys got home, you did.
If we tell it again, we need Nick and say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been so sick to my stomach in my life when
He was so excited. He was like in a time of.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
said,
I was pumped to hang out with my friends on that.
So
day.
last summer, no, 2 summers ago, we went to Antigua for a week, which is so far down in the Caribbean, like it's almost by Brazil. It's so far down. Or no, is it Brazil? Where?
Brazil.
No, I'm thinking of
Brazil. That's like on the.
Isn't it
that's
close?
This is South America.
Yeah,
I don't think
Isn't it
Antigua's
right-
not. It's in the Caribbean. So
yeah,
it's-
but isn't it close to? Isn't it close
No,
to like
you're
Venezuela?
thinking.
or
No,
something?
you're
Cuba?
thinking about. No, you're thinking about.
Let me look on the map.
Oh, what's the place where there's a crime? Venezuela.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was the other place? There's a Venezuela.
Yeah,
and
it's all the way
Honduras.
down there. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like kind of close to Venezuela.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like-
Yeah, no,
it's
but you
pretty
said
closer
Brazil.
to South
Yeah,
America,
but I mean, Brazil's pretty much
Brazil's
the entire
giant part of
pretty
the
much the entire,
east
but more
coast of South
Venezuela.
America.
So anyway, we were in the Antigua for a week. Again, so far down there, really far from home, and we come back to Orlando. We fly back into Orlando, and our plane was stuck on the runway because there was another plane in our terminal, and of course we get into the
Well, when you have a layover like that, like some of them, they're not.
we had
the
to switch.
same
We had to
plane.
switch flights because we're airlines. We were switching airlines. We got stuck on the runway. We get back into customs, and the customs line was just through the fucking building, and that line's long. We're running to try to get our bags. We get the bags, and then we have to go through security again. And at that point, we were done. And I look back. I remember I was in the front of the
Should
line.
I run to the gate? I'll run to the gate. They'll let us open. They'll hold the door open.
All I wanted to do was go home.
he wanted to go home.
I wanted to go home so bad, and I looked back
We
at
did
this.
have a
Do you
good
want me to
meal that
run?
night.
What?
We had a good meal that night.
Yeah, actually, that's why I didn't.
And then
have a
we
problem
saw Buzz
staying.
Lightyear the next
And
day.
it was the
That's
longest day. Our flight the next day wasn't until like 9 p.m. and we had the whole day in Orlando where we couldn't we didn't have anywhere to go, so we had to be out the whole time.
Yeah.
We went to the mall. We went to Denny's. We went to Denny's
That's a
for
good-ass
breakfast.
day.
We went to Denny's for breakfast, and then went to the mall pretty much the whole day. Saw a movie, and we were stuck in Orlando until
Talk
we
about
got to go home.
a place of scum and villainy. Fucking Denny's is
Denny's.
terrible.
Yeah, Denny's.
Denny's is so
Wow.
dog shit.
What's worse, Denny's or Golden Corral?
Golden Corral.
I'd say Golden Corral. but
Golden
I mean,
Corral, I
Denny's
say it
is
all the time.
The fact, if you go to Ocean City, this is a piece of talking to anybody out there. If you go to a fucking city where you go to anywhere in vacation, if you go to Ocean City, if you go to Miami or Los Angeles or wherever, if you go on vacation and you eat breakfast at a fucking Denny's, you need evaluated. There are places in these cities that make beautiful breakfast, and like we've had them in places. The fact that we actually went there is disturbing, but figure your life out. Figure your
Yeah,
life
I
out.
agree.
Denny's is fucking terrible to begin with, let alone
Shouldn't
worth.
be eating chain food on vacation.
No,
I like that.
never.
Ever.
I like that in
we
Ocean
can't
City.
talk.
There's all these great restaurants and places to go, and the very first restaurant you see when you get across the bridge is the golden
Yep.
sign, Denny's.
It should be Denny's. Fucking eat like dog shit. It is so
The
gross.
thing is, it's really not
It's
that
just
bad.
average. I
You
mean-
just had a bad experience there because there was a woman with a leg that was about to fall off.
Oh, is she an amputee?
I know. My first experience at a Denny's, I was eating and I was sitting, and now it honestly keeps me from doing this now. I try to sit with my back towards everybody else.
Right.
Because I don't like to watch people eat to begin with.
Yeah.
But I was sitting in the back of the booth. It was like a corner booth, and I was in the corner looking out towards the rest of the restaurant. And sitting in the opposite table right next to us is this morbidly obese woman with her back to me, and she had this fat tree trunk leg that had all her weight just had like settled to the bottom of her form, and she had this gauze around her leg, and pus was leaking
Oh my God.
from the gauze, and I'm
Jesus.
trying to
So
eat
she
my
was
pancakes.
on my 600-pound life.
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like
she
that?
was on her way out, but like she was definitely on that show. And it pissed me. Not only did it piss me off, it grossed me out. I didn't eat my food, and now I hate Denny's practically because of that. Because it's
So it
just
wasn't
a
even
fun-
Denny's fault. It was,
Yes, it was because they let her in.
it was just
What are they
slime
supposed to say?
Get
Ma'am-
out.
Ma'am, your leg
That's
is
a- that's a-
ma'am, your
Ma'am,
leg is busting.
your
That's
leg-
a big. That's a big money maker though for them.
Oh,
I know,
my
but
God.
you
Somebody
should,
like
if
that
you
come in
have
there.
an
She
open,
probably
if you have an
ordered-
open wound, you shouldn't be allowed in anywhere.
I don't even know if it was a wound. She might have just been like leaking.
No, it was
Oh.
something because it was. I still vividly
put
see
that
it.
on your plate.
She had those high
Oh.
compression socks on, and like shorts that were way too tight. She looked like salami,
What did
packed
Jarrett,
in.
Jarrett tell her to have some pride?
No, I didn't. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody else saw it.
No,
but
I saw it, but I don't think I
it was
wasn't
the
as
most vile,
bothered as he
disgusting-
was.
It's the most vile thing
I think I
I've
just
ever seen.
laughed.
Disgusting human being. If you have an open wound, don't fucking go
I don't
anywhere.
know, in Asia, they probably drink that. Pus.
Oh,
That
no.
probably goes into
Oh,
something.
God.
Yeah, she probably went like upper leg and went,
God.
over top
Slam
her
the
bird.
frog.
They want her
Oh,
over there.
gosh.
Dip the frog in
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
She's a
Snack the frog.
delicacy.
I
Piss on it.
think
Yeah.
I'm gonna vomit now.
Yeah.
If you were hungry,
We need to go get.
I was,
We need to go
but-
get some food.
Yeah,
now.
what would it take you to eat that? All right, let's set a
pasta?
price to the boy urine egg.
The boy urine egg.
Somebody comes into this room right now. They have a boy urine egg, and they hand it to you.
$1 million?
And in the case, they got 50 grand.
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
I don't think
10
I could,
grand.
I don't think I could eat it for 50.
Yeah.
You couldn't eat it.
No, I don't think. I don't think.
Wait, was any boy harmed in the process?
No, they just pissed in a bucket.
Yeah, fuck it, I'd do it. 50K?
All right, 10 grand.
No.
I'd do it for 10.
No.
You
way.
won't
I
even
would.
eat shit for free.
Wait,
What?
yeah, no, that.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But like
I wouldn't
good-
eat that for free. Hell no.
I mean, like good food though.
All right.
if I was getting 10K to
5
eat
grand.
one little piss boy egg,
$5,000.
Piss boy egg.
I'm still probably doing it for 5K.
I think I
Well,
probably.
I mean,
would.
what is this, like a Cadbury egg with piss in the center?
Oh,
Like, what?
oh my god!
Yeah,
oh
that's what it's
my
gonna be
God.
like.
You
I can't do it.
I'd probably throw it up anyway.
I'd have a
so-
hard time eating the egg, period, let alone it covered in boy piss.
boy piss.
Ugh.
But I don't even like saying that. Like, I feel like I'm like a
Yeah,
sexual
yeah,
predator
that's
for just
weird.
saying that.
Yeah. Why does it have?
Why did it have to be
little
boy
Yeah,
piss?
hopefully
Did
you
it, you girl piss too?
Hopefully
No, I
you
think
that
it's
you
just
you
little
listen.
boys.
Hopefully that they listen. People
Yeah, I
listen to
don't-
this
yeah.
before. Like you're
Yeah,
not
put,
just tuning
put
in
these
right
clips
now.
up out of context.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Rewind
Very
to know
normal.
what we're talking
Send this
about.
to
Good
Burger
Lord.
King. Send this to Burger
Sorry.
King.
We got to
Brilliant.
wash that burger now with something.
Yeah, we should put that egg on the burger and see if it'll accept
Oh,
it. The
Ugh.
boy
good
piss
Lord.
egg.
Or just put
Oh.
piss on a burger. Piss burger.
Ah, boy.
Piss soaked bun.
Oh God. I gotta go piss right now.
Yeah, it might be
Smash
time
a
to
frog.
call it quits.
Smash
Time
a
to wrap
frog
it
on the
up.
table and then
Yeah.
eat a burger.
Oh.
Delicious.
Doesn't get any better.
Oh.
Yay.
Well, hey, if I don't even know why I'm asking this. I was gonna say if anybody's tried anything disgusting, send us a message. But I guarantee you,
I wonder how many Southeastern Asia listeners we have.
Probably like
they could
4.
probably shed some
Zero.
light on this.
probably eating this as we're talking to him, guzzling down a bottle of
No wonder we're
dead
banned
baby
in
mice,
Russia.
dead baby mice
Yeah.
wine that tastes like gasoline, and the aftertaste is rotting animal.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That's
Sick.
that's the next Pine Room
Boy,
Lager.
what a show. We talked about all kind of different culinary experiences.
We went from how good silk is to how bad dead
Everything
baby
else.
mice wine is. Dead baby mice
Oh
wine.
my God.
That's our
Now, the
next
dead
Pine
baby
Room
mice
Lager.
one, I'd have a shot of trying that one.
Oh,
Dead-
I'd vomit.
But I ain't
Dead-
going to be the boy piss eggs,
baby
Cadbury
mice.
style. Ain't
Dead
happening.
baby mice wine.
Open wound juice.
DDMW.
I'd like to get that. Can I get that in a smoothie?
Oh God! Oh, that frog smoothie.
Dead baby white mice wine
Smack its
smoothie.
head off a cow.
Yeah, he's got to be killed like
Oh,
that.
that-
Head,
Yeah,
it can't be
headbang
killed in
frog
there.
That hurt
smoothie.
me.
Drop a book on it.
He said, boy piss egg Cadbury style. The newest line from
Chocolate
Cadbury. Piss egg.
Hey, Easter's right around the corner.
Oh
Go
God!
get yourself a piss egg.
We're going to Aunt Kim's for Easter, so you can have piss
Hopefully she'll
eggs
have that.
for Easter.
Let's go, Aunt Kim.
delicious.
Have those
Yes.
ready.
This is
I-
disgusting.
Thank you.
You think someone's listening
Oh,
to us while
yeah.
making breakfast?
They're going.
I hope not.
they went
You
to
better
pour
put a
eggs out.
disclaimer on there if you're eating dinner, breakfast,
Yeah,
lunch, or
definitely.
anything. You should not listen to this.
Like,
you should be at the gym when you listen to this only because you'll die.
Yeah, you won't want to eat, and you'll have a good. You have
like
don't
eat,
don't
Don't eat 6 hours before or after
or
this
after.
episode.
Yeah.
That's like when you get in a pool.
Oh my God. Yeah.
all right.
We talked about everything. Shit, vomit, burger. I mean, we hit everything. I like how our conversations, like, they just more than regular, like in recent time, have just divulged into
It's always shit.
heinous talk. I'm surprised Derek isn't here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, usually when Derek's here, we talk about bad things.
Well, anyway, hopefully you're guzzling down a bottle of dead baby mice wine and chomping on a
BBMW.
piss egg. But episode 100, maybe we'll ship some frog smoothie in, or
Get some delicacies.
yeah, have some delicacies down wherever we do the show. But episode 100,
I thought we were going to India for that.
I don't think I'll make that flight.
No,
sick.
me either.
I don't think I'll make that. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you have a great meal and you're thinking about how good it is, and you're not worried about whether you're gonna die the next day. So, from myself, Cooley, Matt, and Jarrett, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Check out the rest of the stuff we do at the Pine Room Studios on social media, and until next time, we'll see you right here in the Pine Room.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that hurt me.